So if you have a 3rd gen Camaro or Firebird or Trans Am, these are a good investment. Some Torx bits. This kind is really handy because then if you have a 4th gen, they work on that too. They have a little cutout in the inside. And these are good for places that you can't reach with the full tool. An upholstery clip tool. So it's pretty easy to take off these 3rd gen door panels. I've already gotten this one off. These ones are kind of hard to get to, so a tool like this helps. You gotta go up underneath here and reach up and get that little Torx screw. I don't know why they didn't just use normal screws. But it was the 80s, so let's get all high-tech with our fasteners. There we go. Only a couple of these screws are real, so don't strip out the cosmetic ones. These outer ones are real, and it's a T15. These are real here, and when I say real, I mean they're steel and they actually come out. The other ones are just pretend screws. They're just decoration. So there, that's free. Is this free? Yeah, then these just pop off. And there's one hidden underneath that one. So you get all the screws out. Once you remove this, just pull that off of the locking rod. You can turn it upwards like that and remove it. Once the clip is popped off and scattered onto the ground somewhere, you can just pull your window crank off. I'm going to take an upholstery clip tool and go around and find each stud and pull it out gently in there and pop it out like that. Gently pry it out. These tools really make the job easier. There we go. We're almost down to the last one. There we go. So I think the panel's free. Just lift it away. The liner is held on with a butyl gooey black tar stuff. That's why I used electric tape, because my butyl was a little tired last time I was in here. I use weather strip adhesive too. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this, I just want to check out the inside of my door, see if there's leaves or dirt or built up corrosion or anything, because I was seeing some rust. Yeah, so there is some dirt, and you don't want any dirt to sit in the bottom of your door because that will add to corrosion. I'm just going to loosen up the debris that I see here so that I can vacuum it out. All that junk, that just doesn't help the metal at all. Get that out of your door. So you want to take your shop vac and clean out the door. Once you get all the loose debris out, make some hot soapy water. It's like car wash soap. Get an old toothbrush and go in here and clean it out really good. From the factory they spray it with a zinc wax, but that was 40 years ago, and when dirt and leaves sit, it kind of nullifies whatever coatings it may have had. If you're starting to see a little corrosion and you nip it in the bud, it'll take it decades to continue. It's when you allow it to continue that you're going to find you don't have the bottom of your door anymore. Originally there were little plastic oval shaped plugs, but over time they've shriveled and fallen out. At the corner of the door you'll see a little hole. That's a drain. You want to make sure that's nice and clean. Just clean that out. Once you've got everything clean and all the debris vacuumed out, you want to elevate the drying quickly, speed it up, use a hairdryer. Get in there and blow it out. So at this point we're ready to apply our coating. So we're just gonna spray this in there like they did from the factory. First coat's really light, a ghost coat, just to lightly get some stuff in there. So that's probably pretty good. We'll just let that dry and we'll close up our door. Always turn your can upside down, clear the tip, just like you do spray paint. When it starts coming out clear, you know you're good. That way your nozzle doesn't clog. So normally that top plastic thing's attached, but mine's torn off years ago. Just kind of sits there. It's fine. You want to put back your clips that came out. And I'm going to paint my board with a TM. Never made this stuff to last as long as it has. They figured you drive the car for a few years and then upgrade to something different. But if you got one, you want to kind of preserve it. So these are little tips and tricks to help you do that. Whenever I remove any of these things, I always paint them. Headliner, speaker panels, whatever. It just feels like they should have been painted to begin with. So if you're missing your butyl tape, if it's all worn out, you can use electrical tape. I suppose you could use duct tape, but usually duct tape does weird things. So installation of the door panel is just the opposite of taking it off. On mine, since the top edge is not connected, you gotta tuck it under first. And then you start putting in all your mounting clips. So assembly is just the reverse of disassembly. We put the Torx in here, the hidden one. So what's happened is the little spacer part of the back of this has come out, broken off. But it's not irreparable. You can clean it off with alcohol and clean the back up with alcohol and then put ABS glue. Our repair is set up, but I'm not going to put the screw in until much later. I'm just going to let it dry, harden. We can put the lower ones in. Armrest has 3 screws, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Preload the clip onto the crank like that, and then push it up on. And now I think you should be able to just bop it right into place. So with the window up, you want it like this, and it's locked on. So the final thing to do after cleaning and sealing the inside of the door is clean the door panel and treat it. Just hit it with a little simple green. Scrub it with a little brush. These panels are in good shape. Now that we've painted the back, hopefully they'll stay that way. And then the final step is to treat it with a little in and out protectant. I like this stuff better than Armor All. Never had good luck with Armor All. But this stuff seems to preserve everything. Okay, well, that's how you clean your 3rd gen doors and protect them from rust with a galvanizing compound, and then clean and treat the door panels. Okay, thanks for watching.